Steve Jocks here with xpwebdesigners.com. Today I want to talk a little bit about driving traffic to your website and what does that mean as a small business owner, because a lot of business owners will tell me, Steve, how do I drive traffic to my website? I only get 20 visitors a day and it's only about 300 visitors a month, and they're really not staying on my website. How do I take it to the next level? And I wanted to help bring more information to you guys so you can take that next step and get more visitors to your website, and that will lead to more sales for your business. So to get started, I listed some basics that you can do. There's paid advertising, there's search engine optimization or SEO. You can also write content, you can do social networking to help bring visitors to your website. So to kind of jump right in and get a little bit more in depth on the subject, I wanted to go over paid advertising. And a lot of webmasters use Google AdWords. Google AdWords is a way to get paid listings to the top of the search engine for first page, second page, and third page results. So if you want to pay $3 to $5 a click, it's going to be very expensive for you to compete with your competitors that have a big marketing budget and who can pay that money, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for advertising. So I suggest if you're a small business owner, that's not the way to go. You can use Google, I want to say it's Google Maps, to help generate traffic to your website, and I believe it's free. You'd have to go on the Google website to check that out more in detail, but if you advertise locally, I don't see a problem with that being 50 cents to $1 a click. Moving forward, we have search engine optimization or SEO, and what you can do with SEO is it takes a little bit longer. It takes about 2 to 3 years for you to get results or good results in the search engines. Maybe you're generating 10, 15,000 visitors a month. So if you're going to do SEO, it's going to take some time. There's a learning curve to it, and you got to learn how to write content, write titles. You got to know how to link internal pages together in a way that makes sense for the search engines. The biggest thing that I can suggest that you do is you should submit a sitemap to Google. And when you submit a sitemap to Google, it kind of already starts that process for Google to index your website and for them to kind of notice that you're there. So that's one aspect that I would suggest that you do, is go ahead and submit your sitemap to Google. My last point that I want to make really briefly is organic search results, and with social networking being kind of the new era right now, is get involved in social networks. Take it to the next level by jumping into communities and groups. And I think when you do that is when you're gonna get the most return on your money. It's free, so take that next step. Do social networking. I'm involved in about 10 or 15 groups. Start your own blog. Start talking about your products and services. And at the very least, give tips and tricks and help people develop themselves or develop their business and help them understand what your products or services are about, maybe. And, there's a whole bunch of get-rich-quick scams out there and saying, okay, I got the solution. The solution is write good content. Publish videos. Do your own blog. You have to be innovative. You have to be unique in a way that you create your own, brand. You gotta create your own little niche in the market. So to do that, do your own thing. Don't give up on yourself. Don't quit. Push through it, and just try your hardest every day to get up and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna knock out today. I'm gonna take it to the next level by doing this. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna recruit 50 visitors, or I'm gonna go write a promotion and leave this promotion on your local newspaper. Go to their website. Connect. The more connections that you make, not only in the online world, but when you're offline, go to your local newspaper, go to other businesses and see what they think about your products or services. Because inevitably, in the long run, that's what counts, is making those connections, making those partnerships, and not quitting. do what's passionate, do what you love, and then, and then when you capitalize on that, and when you do what you love, then inevitably the visitors and the sales will come later.